And remind you that the COVID protocols are still in place and it is still criminal, it is still illegal to have mass gatherings. Either you are partying or you are at the beach or any other event you are having. Into Easter ye koima obian shene husu ye wo name and a woko beach and na asrafo bet you'll be in a lot of trouble. Indeed, Enrana Greater Accra Regional Minister Honorable Henry Quarty, who is also MP for hey, so East West.
Okay, FM. Okay. 101.7.
Our issue statement, basically talking about how we should go. Let me read this statement quickly, then I introduce my panel and my beautiful guest today. Then we take on from there. And I want to read a full statement because I would ask Safo one or two questions about it. So this is it. Enforcement of COVID-19 safety protocols during the Easter festivities. And it reads, as part of efforts to ensure sustained compliance with His Excellency the President's directives on COVID-19 safety protocols, especially during the Easter festivities, the Regional Minister, as Chairman of the Regional Security Council, in collaboration with the Ministry of the Interior and the Ghana Police Service, directs that A, all metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies (MMDAs) collaborate with their respective police commanders and other security apparatus to ensure that all beaches from Addo to the coastal boundary with the central region remain closed until further notice. And that is interesting. All the way from Addo, every single beach from Addo to central region, bang, in Greater Accra here, should remain closed till further notice. B, there is constant engagement with operators of beach resorts to facilitate adherence to this directive. C, MMDAs ensure heavy security presence to ensure compliance at all times. D, all other public places should also have hand washing facilities and employ all other safety protocols. E, MMDAs should also ensure that
Okay, FM. Okay. 101.7.
that violators of these instructions are arrested, fined, and prosecuted to serve as deterrent to others. F, which is the final one, every stakeholder in the region is enjoined to be part of this campaign and stay away from the beaches to save lives and curb the spread of COVID-19. I anticipate that these directives will be strictly applied to ensure that people of Greater Accra region have a memorable and safe Easter festivities. Signed, Henry Quarty, MP, Greater Accra Regional Minister. Well, it is interesting. These beaches, by our law, are supposed to be closed anyway, yet some teenagers in Apam went to the beach and got drowned. Apart from what the Greater Accra Regional Minister has issued that nobody should go to the beach this Easter, indeed, it should remain closed. And when you are caught at the beach or you open the beach, you will be arrested and dealt with by law. Now, a lot of traditional councils, including the Kwewu Traditional Council, have all come out to say that this year there is nothing like Kwewu. Into Mr. Obiansha Nehosuye, Mayempi Nko Beach. Regional Minister issue statement say beaches no nyina yentum informa tum dada or say mayembi. Na it's strange. I drive through town and I see a lot of those beaches still operating. Anyway, my penny for aqua na men call me guess so straight. Ebia statement regional minister Diabe. Ebia omo hu adwintre till na enko name. Rick just getting junior dear. Minjidi says still wabre. After some magic concert na omoko yi or 3 music awards na seno. It was a magic and a miracle combined. So we should name still. I think you deserve a warm, sensual massage. Ricky, Mawakwaba.
Okay, FM. Okay.
Halifax.
Pacho Boko dear.
Nyamiadumo.
I see. Have you recovered?
No. You're still, after the event, and I was that's from friends, colleagues, even the media especially. Intimate time once anyone reaches out and I was make it sure we don't want it to appear like I said make history we have to consistently make sure say we show support Nyama artists for or victim to it say will blow you and the CCI interview we know that and we understand it. Yeah, boy, your home challenge is me cry, but
Okay. Anyway, Savo.
Yeah.
Mwakwaba.
Yeah.
Me too, Nkapa. But say if all two can dear. I mean, I'm not too sure. Once the technicians are still. Savo Regional Minister Asan Kanye said beaches should remain closed from Addo through every single beach in the
remain closed.
Exactly.
Is it a new directive?
And run regional minister issues that statement.
Is it a new one? Because I mean, say it's closed already.
So for sometimes you are some will. The regional minister didn't issue a command that BT should be closed. It said BT should remain closed. And you are saying beaches are closed already.
Then that statement, Okase should remain.
Because people have started to open their beaches. So he needs to remind them that, look, they should remain closed.
Then the message should have been twisted a bit. Because then our canon should remain.
Okay, let's forget the grammar. Let's come to the substance of the matter. I mean. Okay, so today I also have a lady in our midst. She once upon a time won the hottest host category, and that was the first time I saw her in the media space. Her name is Miss G. Miss G, or a radio presenter or a television presenter, and waba and yes oba be hot seat yaba be bon komo about music awards. But we be saying na radio presenter in music awards there then ekoso Miss G.
Hello, Halifax.
Mo akwaba
May I say?
Halifax.
Sir.
But Halifax, I need to correct something before they beat me.
What's happening?
I didn't win hottest host. I was a contestant. Odilia Fori won. I didn't win.
Oh, you were just a contestant.
I was a contestant. I was actually I think I was a.
Na enumponi.
But I didn't win.
Enti do you win ya no wahi?
Oh no, she's good.
Menka say on your good. Oh wahi.
Odilia Fori is at multimedia.
Okay.
She was at TV3. She moved to multimedia. Yes.
She was at TV3.
Yeah, she moved to multimedia. I think
she moved. Hold on. She was at TV3. And Oba multimedia.
Yes.
And I want to work multimedia.
I started from TV3.
And I will move.
I started from TV3 as an intern. And then I went back to school. And I went to Pravda. I've been to a lot of places. People do not
multimedia
know.
I
know that's what you're getting to. But I need to say the truth that I started from TV3 as an intern. In fact, I started from in Cape Coast.
I was just passing a little combo. So I
started at Eagle FM as a student host with Dr. Pounds and some others. And then when we came to Accra, I came to do hottest host. I continued me twaso as an intern at TV3. Into me internship me co-school me co-school. But even before me call back to TV3 for internship me hot digital online radio. That time no more movie a bit of it to Kanda, a UK based radio station. But Ghana radio blend with the UK folks. So now you work Kanda ho. And then me free ho na me ba TV3 from TV3 na me call Pravda. Call Pravda radio na me say afedie. My bremi nyeska bia nti ma me nko school preko. So I went to Gimpa. Nti me call Gimpa wie yen no. And so within that Gimpa time no so na no, I didn't do media. Manya media be me call Born Financial. And one of the days now Nathaniel Atto beto obey a transaction be or bond. And na me intermediary for Nathaniel ni me colleague no. Nti me hu Nathaniel na me say oh radio adwuma metimi ayo chale maye bi da nti me wo demo kra na o say oh joy the space ni ho but oni makokreku mante be kasa.
Hey. Yes. Makria.
Yes. Now I should say obetimi ama me space e wo hater na. Nti me koshia mark. In fact, if I can remember the number of this is like a day to my birthday. So years ago like a day like this. a day to my birthday and I'm because she a mark or multimedia building and also space in ni home but met me a production dia or starting new show be a friend of campus on hits obema my production was our show no so and I miss you into na me a producer our campus on hits na e course Sunday 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Sana me started wo hit ho into one of the days not those times not Andy neba and sana your show never see sometimes the girl no on ya or no Central University not all contested for I think Women's Commissioner was the secretary for Omo SRC into no to me consistent into one of the days no and what's the name Andy Dusty car say girl number bioma because I had given him me demo so it's a girl number he gives me authority say means na radio news so kasa
wow
and see Andy ne facilitate ma me kasa or radio news so then me started say me panel discussion with campus on hits for no and now gradually no lady no also or kotwani positions so SRC no jai na mark hand over show no to me. And see, that was my hit story. And I gradually from campus on hits na yeah mommy Saturday morning truth and yeah mommy joining production team with Hagla on the morning show. And one day Black Eye Amber and yes means name my Black Eye. Then I sat in for Black Eye on the morning show. And me wa honswana I took na does it says that or be entertainment our TV so now what hear me Saturday morning and I wasn't hear me ma on a conversation on joy. Intimation met me na and a try and fire now. So I think by the 31st of August, start time no baby, and I started Mr. TV or Joy News. Into story no the into my case.
Oh wow, one can see.
Open multimedia, then
one can see multimedia. Oh, okay, the engineer multimedia honoma. So basically.
Media general story.
Okay, yeah, and so basically, you had experiences around radio stations in the central region.
Yes, Namiko School or Cape Coast Polytechnic. We had an station near friend Eagle FM. I think it's still functional. It's Eagle no. Now me classmates say me joining no as panelist. And I'm joining one day na SAM for day until be mommy ye co-host. And I'm starting sitting in for
and would ye wabra boy anytime Obimba join me or sit now Babeka. You remind me of Good Luck Jonathan.
Same way
the former Nigerian only say when he's your deputy you will die and then he will take over. Anytime he's your deputy you will die. I don't know. I mean people like you when we are working with you and then they say oh Halifax so it was through Nathaniel Atto. And he passed you on to Makokreku Mante. Okreku Mante so here I can pass it man the dusty.
Oh they be so Okreku Mante they know you're head of Hits FM. No you're boss. Into you can say
it's the same thing we are saying. So you hopped from Nathaniel Atto 1 month to Okreku Mante and then
Okreku your mommy position was me a producer but Andy said me I am more than being a producer into me in Kasawa radio so
and you didn't marry any of these three men but you married somebody else from multimedia.
I think all of them were engaged though not a worry Nat is married
na wawari
Ogusu wari kra Mimi Chin
and by then that means no more worry.
Yes all of them.
So another man in multimedia grabbed you. Why is he allowed to the same office now?
It's allowed. It's allowed.
So how has it been? I mean, it's.
We are looking forward to better days as well.
You say what about the Jiding chain wokuno no?
Hey, so as when we come, we can on peck cross over to you. I think in our space, and I'm sure also TS is here. Because that's a minute can or chami kwame ne catcher me first. Say me hunting that me could have been dinner me catcher no no say or chami boa. Na it's only in our space. Na say it be a magidin, but in the political space so the remember kwa fact checker inti ono so agidin wo ho nkofo name no pa.
Miss D, why would you leave the banking sector? to come and do this radio and presenting job? And growing up, everybody knows I want to work in the banking institution. Why would you abandon such, a lucrative banking job to come and do radio and TV?
Passion. It's passion. Because if you look at story na Makacho, and even when I was in poly, because joining a radio station, and if you see the chronology, I only left because it wasn't lucrative at the time. I wasn't making money. It was frustrating. While we were school, everybody's expecting somebody start here, Juma. Now also waiting me at least if you are not even taking care of anybody in your family, So now me say okay, mommy kwa Juma na me pesca. But the good thing at my latter days at Bond, and so me call Pravda during my Bond days. Me call Pravda earlier, and I me exit here court school, and I me back during my Bond days, but yeah, part-time weekends. I was Pravda whilst I was working at Bond, and I me some bar Bond. Every year, I Bond at the Braka office. Now I remember very well. So now me Gusu Air hits by campus on it, which was also on Sunday.
It means even when you had a banking job,
and I forgot to mention Ocean's TV. Me pass through Ocean's
Billy
TV.
Ocean, dear.
Yes, me boss for 3 months.
Hey. Billy Ocean. When Billy Ocean ye Juma.
Me pa try.
What's so mean, sir?
3 months.
And I didn't see it.
Oh, and I think say multimedia mommy another offer on TV. I couldn't do both TVs.
I hire Kwan.
Me da say.
Miss G, ebi musi when it's yeshi na we interview bia o bisa question na abadai bia ni wo mo na about time to say what na we sir
Asemo
o bisa question na anyway, no messy, just pam like that. Nipa no ni bue for now still bisa no. I don't know what to say.
Aggressiveness need the make say because of baby I wo me and the kind of things me hu ye.
Then now mun kun talk about hospital.
Oh, no. I'm a Nigerian by birth.
Okay.
Living in Lagos and seeing the gra that it happens in Lagos, no.
Oh, I
and
see.
say me and my mommy not on idea. Into going to the market with her and seeing the people and everybody, you see. And I went to my school and Pando Secondary School. We had a motto to your fastness is your living.
Your fastness is your living. Hey, Minister the crap. So you were Nigerian by birth.
Yes.
At what age did you leave that country?
I came to Ghana finally in 1996, almost approaching my teenage.
Oh, I see. So you basically had your early childhood there.
Yes.
What was your mother doing there?
My mother was initially typewriter for they have
stenographer.
Yes, then she left. Also saw we and
alpha when shorthand or no.
Yes, and or jai.
Just say my memory is no music typewriter.
Me patron.
No matter chin.
Obi
your grandmother so no a stenographer. Into a name shorthand brutal.
I see.
The typewriter no crash still level. None was seeing the crusher since your cotton typewriter no.
Why never told this time?
Well, what do you ask him?
And see, all started saw we and papa a teacher.
Okay.
And see, all started saw we and no jai no be started trading. Into na mommy and no pa, no ochibo fruit in Festac Town, Lagos.
Festac.
Yes.
Okay.
No ochibo fruit because we're living in Festac Town. No ochibo fruit. Ewo Agboju market. And enyumre and we are no akoton alata semina. Ewo Agboju market ho.
And both fruits now with the chin.
No, I wasn't grown then, but na me ne ko on vacations.
Until no kicking puff. I see.
Now yeah puff. It's not me ne ko markets ho. Until on vacations and now even when I'm supposed to go to school, I no pay yes one your money. Once I go for the money and no patutu. Na yes you no money, you no money be Jano markets. And so now my father, me papa no tried it private school, so we had the privilege of going to such schools. And see me papa tried it. So I went to Nigeria, I went to St. Jude, I went to Tender Touch, my brother went to Nazareth, and finally I went to this is an interesting story. I went to Command Signal School at Mile 2 for 1 term. And I'm called the third. My papa said they be that. Oh my main called government school be. Because I'm say meeting in Rusa. So my upbringing, I influencing the way I do my things.
Finally,
Matna since so actually interviews baby all the time that I had to myself, no. And I realized that sometimes we lose out on the substance of the conversation. Metihwa, I want to hear industry issues. I want to hear reality. Yes, yeah, you let me polish it up and you're looking glamorous, and we talk about the I don't want to say it's less important, but the things that are not what exactly and for person mutie and I say so mutie let's have conversations. Say Ricky Koya DB or try DB social media. I want to have an understanding why Ricky wrote that. Say Socrates Kasembia, I want to get the brain behind that. It is better for me than to say, oh Socrates, your shirt looks nice. You wear space. Why do you wear space? No, I just
so basically you say it as it is.
I try to be very polite.
Ms. G, in trying to be polite but still face the facts, it has earned you a lot of, I wouldn't say criticism, sometimes rude, raw insults. You are a woman. Doesn't it get to you?
It gets to me, but
someone to do what
Socrates cry use the F word on me down radio. I heard it.
Really?
Yes. So it tells you.
Atisem now to no catch you.
Maybe I'll just say.
Atisem now or to when no catch you.
Atisem na nipa ni try. Somebody doubted into nipa ni try video no buy.
Wow.
But it is not the first time. I think say me my develop tough skin and I thank God for the kind of family I'm with, and also finally I married a broadcaster. Onusunya bashi ni bi. Inti I say Sana eyankofo kano, if you want to please anybody, everybody, you either become ice cream or jollof rice. So also before I even entered the space, I read about you those days. A paper put touch all the thing. There was a paper that Halifax was in charge of, and you're always in the news. Yes, you're always in the news, and people news one, and people will say, "Oh, Halifax man can't say or can't say," and even looking at you today, if you had succumbed to a lot of the things and almost kafa on and kind want to be able to know. Me, I go back into my room sometimes, I cry. I mean, soon there are days when I take days off because at least be a car send be a and I didn't have that intention. Oh, my emotional about it. Mama me days kakra na me kokoli off na membra. But I come back and I come back stronger because me realize manya na me I failed myself because I complain when I see for year interviews be. I have to be standing out, or I have to stand out or be different.
Ms. V was my crush when she was at Sunrise Preparatory School in Teshi. My name is Eye Ediasembeba.
Oh, Bonnie and
Debbie. Oh, see now we are crush.
Me name the Pacromedia.
And yes, I will be Yano. Ebia, no, so you say our warrant in the Unity.
Me call Sunrise, me Ghana best make a call Sunrise. I think me Ghana the first school I make call Harrow Preparatory or La Pass Abeka. Yes. Me call Harrow 110. Because now me
uncle. Until she has Sadik,
they be Okaso call Harrow, but I can't remember because it was my early days in Ghana.
And it's Shelly Tibila.
Oze.
And Shelly, what's Shelly's name? She has this brand on radio. Shelly Tibila.
Cookie Tea.
Cookie Tea.
Cookie Tea is called Harrow. I mean, I don't even know any of my classmates. I can remember a few names.
Me so me call Harrow.
Also call Harrow. And yes, I'm not saying.
Me so me call.
Quite low one GSS.
Harrow after one time, I relocated to Teshi. Because you are a school, it was Sunrise.
Finally, on this matter, before I come to why I actually invited you, Miss G, you've become a household name. A lot of young girls look up to you. Oh, I want to be like Miss G. Oh, I like the way Miss G goes about her stuff. Everybody knows Miss G. But you see, they don't know what goes behind all this glamour and the razzmatazz they are seeing. For the young girl in primary school in JHS and SHS, or even in the journalism school listening to you now, who wants to pick a career in media, broadcast journalism, what advice would you give to such a person?
First off, it doesn't happen overnight. So what's your story now? I hope to miss a matching baby, but me, I don't even tell people. But I say, oh, multimedia, yeah, now starting and ben or buy. But it doesn't happen overnight. When you begin to think, say, ene, Ushia Halifax, now catching to person ordinary radio so or I saw Johnny sit mouth when you are not prepared, obe faili. Me producing for brains, meaning production. It won't mean for production bluff me.
Sir?
Yeah. You can't do that with me. You know? But it's also because I took my time, taking me time to learn. I go back then, I go back to look at what I have done. Now I correct, hey, next time men can say, next time men can say. And he doesn't have, I see a lot of the people, no more, but oh, me person me yet sell, and the next minute, some person or more radio, some more TV. So it doesn't happen overnight. And I think, say, hard working has never killed anybody. Me them papa see. My father poured that in my brains. Or see on who will be a hard worker couldn't that. So people used to say, and I've seen people still say that. I think they say I'm a Tony down. I'm almost me a workaholic. And I was looking for something. I was desperate for something. The time I mean opportunity, you know, I said I needed to make a statement. Said nipa na to say Nathaniel Addo say oh mama opportunity and multimedia and any kind sort na se nu who cry say e so hum na kasa girl we me danya me ase say oni me kasa ye no me man opportunity. So finally on your opportunity, even if it's tokrom kwa na e de wo hye kra ma wa adwuma so eni
say tokro bi wo kra yen rim.
Oh, debut. And
but that's what you mean,
because you brought that up.
I brought what up?
I am me, especially for
I
young
brought
girls.
what up?
Because you talk about tokro, and I know where.
No, you said somebody will share tokro bimukra. Why didn't you bring the tokro up?
Because
when I walk off tokro and buy.
Because a tree na make an.
Na media Chinese.
That's what I mean. A hole.
A hole. Enter the hole.
But especially to the young girls, no, I am one person who has all my life been an advocate for take your job if it's only about sleeping with you. I brag about that anyway.
Are you saying it's not worth it?
It is not worth it.
OBC what qualify
It is not worth it.
Does it kill?
It is not worth it.
Is it a moral issue?
See,
is it a criminal issue?
That one there, I don't know for people, but my stance when it comes to that is say Ricky wo adwuma bia on family wie say me feeling na ya ye de pese.
Now what if we feel
it because me know better now wo family. I don't believe in that.
But many
na me feel wa and I say empany.
But many of you girls, ladies, we hear them say, and some of you hear them say, use what you have to get what you want.
Use your brains to get what you want.
Some of them don't have their brains,
well,
but they have something else.
Then they choose to use what they think they have.
No, not they think they have it for real. Obia would be.
And they for their lives. But me, I believe in using your brains. And this one, people hire you for your competence, and they see you in a different light. But they respect you because on him say girl we want playing your way around to where she's gotten to. Just within crowd na wo crowd bad na wo flies up, but yeah kind adwuma or respect to competence.
Her name is Miss G, and I have fallen to the trick she played on me. I just realized that she's playing a smart trick on me. What she had me bonko about how she got into radio and then what she does behind the scenes. But because on him say Mr. Timmy topic dear. Let's come straight to the topic. And yes, on back round, sir. Miss G, Ghana Music Awards.
USA.
You are part of them.
Me trying.
What do you do for them?
Me a country rep. Ghana Music Awards USA.
Say about Ghana Music Awards USA and when away your rep.
Me trying.
Okay, so we your rep where you money day importing.
Mejumani say me lazy between omuni nkofo Ghana and at this point see and maybe have bekasa on their behalf because omuni Ghana and so omo person omo communicating with the Ghanaian community, Ghanaian artists, omo person omo ye bibi wo Ghana me na me fonti ama omo. Now, so I am just liaising between those in America and those here in Ghana.
Considering the loaded schedule of your work, how do you combine this media thing with this country rep for
everybody
GMA
wants
USA?
To grow, right? So you don't want to just be presenting me CV. I'll be in some and say where pen away. I've heard people ask and radio ni TV ni pen away. So I'm looking forward to growth, new challenges, so that's me testing me ankasa me hu. And I say, unyi, so you can do this, because I've always wanted to do communications. And see, I know, say, with this one, it's me breaking through this one. It means that I'm ready for another challenge. It is all about growth. And again, of course, believing in the brand. Say, artists for Ghana, artists for USA, ho, we are Ghanaian. Omaye Juma, say ye bo mabaso. Inti, kokasama ye ne to me bo mabaso, and an intro modie we are about. No, I think, say, it's something that is interesting.
Say, do we really need an additional award? We have Ghana Music Awards already. There's a VGMA. It used to be whatever. We have the beautiful one on the 3 Music. We have the Bass Awards. There's Ghana Music Awards UK. Miss G, why an additional music award?
This one is simply because it's for the people in the USA, and it's trying to bridge gap between artists no more Ghana popular in the USA. Some of them USA ho. Give them an opportunity to come to the US, fraternize with the Ghanaian artists no more USA ho. Na collaborations, an opportunity to say we acknowledge your work, an opportunity to say we in the USA believe in you, an opportunity to say come and let's do jobs together. And see, this one is strictly for omuye music ewo Ghana, omuye popular wo USA, and a US based Ghanaian artists. Say home. So it's different from all the other ones you've mentioned.
Mulanchi idea we was snap cinema che. Still award we ambaso.
Yeah, back home. Yeah, launch. In fact, the main award was launched in 2020. Dawn Music Productions, any High Life Media. Omunyina based in USA.
Baby, enye na me dear. Mu invite your course snap cinema on the drum when say mu tablet maybe more crass even in that tablet.
No. So let's take the issues one after the other. Open tablet,
David. I mean, so what has happened so far?
No, after so far, your economies announcements.
I feel number announcing nominees. I mean, I to say a chill.
Debut.
Someone launch here and 3.
Yeah, you see, because a second edition, your first edition, COVID behind. Into both in person in the US and a virtual Ghana. Into
yeah.
Into awareness, no yagusu create. And so we needed to come back. Yeah, back no incofono back. Me bosses no back. They came to give the plaques to the winners. That was the first thing yeah. And I feel see because of the situation that happened. Perhaps we might not have gotten the ears of everybody. Into yensa inviting media and babium. Now omumbe hundia ya di dada. Now afe yen control with the way forward. Inti na ye invite mu ba ye inti afe ene ye koye nominees announcement because ye receive nomination from the artists based in the USA and na Remedy Entertainment so aye research ama ye artists from Ghana. Inti afe ena board no so atena se put works no together omba be announce nominees no.
You're receiving nominations from the Ghanaian-based artists in the States, and then Remedy Entertainment, research. Eddie,
Ghanaian-based, Ghanaian artists.
Doesn't mean no more US, no. They actually picked forms and submitted themselves, but one more Ghana, no dear. More nominate you based on your research from Remedy.
That's true.
Why don't we have an equal playing field?
Because the US is very big, and ye per se one kasa file because we might not be able to touch all the states if we want to yenya data niye. This is our second year, and because of the how big the US is no me having data here second edition first edition ye mamu file here second edition ye mamu fa ebia ye bedu fourth edition no afi de ne ye hu data of the people omu ye Ghanaian based musicians omu USA. Into the yema omu di omu sending in or their filing nominations.
Okay, but Ghana had here.
There's a pool. There's a research team already sitting. Remedy a year for a lot of people. Into your data needed that we enjoy music here. We are here and see any the cost wa hansi. Ye my remedy no a year research need my.
Say more BM so that Ghanaian artists are more interest or more file nominations and I then.
Well, it's worth considering, but that's not the way our scheme near running. But it's worth considering because that's not the way scheme near running. We have run to this our second and still our remedy in a year research my but it's worth considering. Maybe I bet me I can want some in our next board conversations are. But that is not the way we are running.
It's not a bad strategy. It works several places. I mean, it does work.
We also feel
also combining.
But when him say artists ni because of more file here, they never file. And finally, Obiba betsna a chair because na Socrates releasing new will be a bow radio. So I then a man nominate Socrates. What you say? Until rather let's.
Meanwhile, Socrates now unveiling
one file. Until I feel say if the research team does it does a better work. And maybe artists because Ochame yes not deadline as soon. So that's why we decided to use a research team.
So let's come to the list. What does the Ghana list looks like? What does the USA one look like? How many nominees in how many categories are we talking about here?
So Ghana near were 32 categories.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, 32 categories. And it's the categories that we are used to. The only new addition this year is Afrobeat, Afro Pop Song of the Year. That's the new addition.
32 categories. It's a sad also. USD and so.
No, I'm saying like in all.
In all.
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
And see, Momo Awards, no Ghana Music Awards USA. Which one is the biggest trophy?
Artist of the Year.
The same
one. Artist of the Year. Previous one. Sakode and Winnie Waha. And then let me get the winner for US Nidine Mau.
Muyano Artist of the Year Ghana, Artist of the Year USA.
We separate the US because it's not possible. I'm to compete. They are not in the same space. Maybe
in this era of information technology.
Music musicians are more US no. Ahia na unim wo Ghana.
Well, it's not our fault they don't want to penetrate. So if one or two decide to penetrate. Until then, because even in the US crowd, we are sure say Obia ne more like Ghanaian artists and so we are trying to match. Oh, almost see Obia ne mama
the say ni obi say uye wanya on ka say sorry to say on ka say kwasia. Obeka ndi ebe ye ode. But what's the fact on the ground?
So Ms. G, Sakode winning Ghana, the no one winning USD.
I'm trying to pull the name of the
Ms. G. Within 1 year, you've forgotten the name of the overall winner.
You know the thing that is
that what you are saying on live radio?
Oh no, that's not what. So
what is the name of the overall winner?
I'm
I will run Google.
No, I'm not running Google.
Now what the Papa Penny say US no yet the most popular biggest Ghana artist in the USA according to the GMA USA. Where are you finishing?
Sure. I came on board after that episode and see that's why I'm trying to get the name for you. But that's not an excuse though. I'm trying to get the name for you quickly.
Whilst looking for the name, I mean let's continue.
He's called Nanayao NYC.
Nanayao. Where NYC?
Nana NYC.
Nana NYC.
And that's the
where
artist.
NYC stands. I don't tell me it's New York City. Toxic. What's in Edinda?
You see you're asking.
We mean in Edinda.
So that's how come we cannot put him apart with Sarkodie because you will not even like it.
Say Ebanu voting do you vote differently for them with a different audience and then the Ghanaian ones will have a different how do you do the voting?
In Simi Show, after the board comes together and puts together the board has 40%. The board has 30%, the academy has 30%, and 40% is out on the public. 10% of that vote comes from Facebook. Then we do the paid text.
10% of the public votes comes from Facebook. Okay. It
comes from Facebook. And then we do the voting on the board, the academy, which is made up of DJs, radio presenters, and people of the search and will vote, and the board also would decide say this person, can they go through? Yes. This what percentage are you giving them? They have only 30% to also make a decision.
Hey, but Ms. G, this your board and this your academy that they have 60. How well do they even know the Ghanaian musicians based in the USA?
So what is happening is that so as I speak now, if Dan Lassie is listening, he's created an academy for Ghana. So for Ghanaian academy. So which separates that. The board is the only person or the only group of people who have a huge say, because the board gets to scrutinize the works of these people. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say.
I'm trying to get you into CCR mobile ye board specific. So those board be taking care of US nominees, whatever, no, and then
to show who gets nominated.
Okay, so you want to you want to set up a tailor-made
both Ghanaians and Ghanaians here in Ghana and Ghanaians based in the USA.
Well, maybe I got confused at a point.
No, Akwesi Abuaji leads a board that is for both Ghanaians here
and the USA.
The people also
Good.
Ghanaians based in the USA.
Akwesi Abuaji, brilliant journalist, brilliant presenter by every
So we
standard.
cannot go wrong.
How many of the Ghanaian musicians based in US does he even know?
That's why their works are available to him to peruse, and decide that okay, this and then the beautiful thing also.
Akwesi Abuaji may have visited maximum 10 to 15 states. I mean, in the United States. Now other states now change something Chicago, Alaska. He knows all the Ghanaian.
That's why you're supposed to file. If you don't file, Akwesi Abuaji doesn't see anything.
Okay.
So you are supposed to file.
So it answers the first logic you
Yes.
explained. So, okay.
You are the one filing.
The academy. How do you select them?
So the academy is selected across board from presenters here in Ghana, radio pundits, and people who are involved in music here in Ghana have been put together. There's an academy page actually that was created recently.
What about the US side? I mean, how do you select the academy members who are resided in the US?
The US side, because I do not know them. The team in the US will select the academy in the US
based on the same criteria you use for selecting the Ghanaian side.
Based on the competence they have on radio as DJs who play songs and all of that.
So the list is finally ready now?
No. We are going to hear the list on the 17th.
Yes, but it's ready.
So if it's ready, it's not ready.
I'm not saying give me. Okay, I mean you've answered the next question. So when are you unveiled?
17th of April.
Unveiled where in Ghana here or in the US?
In the US. So we are going to New Jersey, and we are unveiling all the nominees in New Jersey.
Virtual nomination?
No, in person.
In person. Then after 17th April, what's next?
We open the doors for voting, and then we are having the main event in August.
April, May, June, July. You've virtually spread this thing the whole year.
So that you have ample time to make a decision. Ample time to vote.
Is voting free?
No.
So you have ample time to make more money.
Not necessarily.
Well, like instance, that's also not wrong.
For instance, the 10% you have on Facebook, you can vote only once. You can use only one account to vote. No. And then before even that, we present certificates. We have a special thing that we do. We present certificates to nominees when they're nominated.
We will come to your nominee certificates. Let us come to the voting. You are voting the month of April, May, June, July. When does voting end?
Definitely will end before August. We'll communicate all of that during the nominees announcement.
Have you firmed it up?
So that's what I'm saying, that we'll communicate exact dates during the nominees announcement.
Have you firmed it up, or you are now going to firm it up to communicate?
We have firmed it up, but we don't want to put it out there.
For me to even know how many months of voting period I have?
No. So
I mean, what is wrong with that?
We'll have a conversation after the nominees are out. And that will be part of the
We can have a conversation on who got nominated, but
timetables
and voting period is something I should know.
Timetable for voting and why.
So on the questions of on the questions of award month and nomination unveiling month,
would you have preferred that we do nomination in April and then we do the award in May? Is that what you would prefer? What's your ideal period?
I'm not your consultant.
Are you?
I only ask questions and get paid at the end of the month.
Okay, and so what's going to happen is that we have a format that we are following, and by 17th of April, which is just less than 3 weeks away, everybody gets to know the format, and we get to know the nominees, the duration for voting. 2
questions, and I let my colleagues come in. We explain say mumu dieno. Semu nominate you be kra no certificates for
nomination.
In fact, I've seen one and it's beautiful.
Thank you.
But I just want clarity. It's a nipa no nya 10 nominations, Obanya 10 certificates.
No. No.
Obanya Bako.
No, you're being unfair.
It's a question.
No, on to me your certificate 10.
So how am I being unfair by asking you a question?
I mean, it's not right.
Then you are rather being unfair, Ms. G.
You have certificate for being nominated.
Yemba Ghana, for instance, once upon a time, the AMG boss himself, medical, mm 7 nominations in the certain awards scheme. Nimfa nya 1. Omo mienu nyina omo anwene. Enti wo ba kire say the onya 7 nominations in some top categories no woman no 130. Now the onya single one in some less competitions so 130 and you say that is fair?
That is very fair. Now you see what you are referring to. It is fair because at least if it were our awards, he has something to refer to. Oh, but now you have to Google the internet to find out that a certain year ago medical or whoever was nominated in this category. There's nothing else he can show for that. But at least when he's saying I am a Ghana Music Awards USA nominee, he has a certificate to prove his point when he's asked for it.
And on this certificate, would you mention the number of categories he had nominations in, or is just...
We'll see the surprise factor for these years. At least you've seen last year's.
Last year, how did it go?
Last year's is just a certificate that you were nominated in this, that.
Well... I'm sure they would upgrade as they go, because I don't see why I should have 10 nominations for Artist of the Year, Vocal of the Year, something of the Year.
And all of them will be on your certificate.
I mean, that was what I asked.
Yes,
I said you.
So that's what I'm saying. You receive a certificate for this, that. So who else? Like so, Halifax, you've been nominated. Congratulations, you have a nomination in High Life Artist of the Year, Male Vocalist of the Year. All of that on your certificate.
How difficult is it pulling this thing together? I mean, getting visas for people to travel there, where they will sleep, hotel accommodation. In this COVID season now, Uber took one crack or test, then 2 hours to the flight, another test. Your sponsor should be spending an arm and a leg.
Last year, because of COVID, unfortunately, we didn't have a title sponsor. This year, God has been gracious. We have a title sponsor. Addo is our title sponsor for the year. And see, a year costs involving. Not 2 days ago, my boss say, how much did he spend? And the figures he was quoting from the start when he launched, in New Jersey, through to nominees announcement, through to the concert in person, on virtual and in person all year. It was quite a huge amount.
Plus the cost of his tablets.
Tablets my Yanka tablet nasem. So you separate the CEO as an individual from the award scheme. The CEO decided to go on a benevolent what's it called? Agenda or a benevolent course, and decide that or 10 tablets or sharing among students, bloggers and people that he feels would have need for it. And see, it wasn't a GMA USA event, but it's the CEO's charity work.
At the launch at the Snap Cinema, that wasn't the communication. The communication was that the tablets that were being given to needy but brilliant students in the deprived communities as part of your corporate social responsibility as a brand. It's
part of the CEO's charity work.
I'm reminding you of the communication.
But I'm saying that, but because he's the CEO, he could rub that in and say,
you said we should separate them.
Say again.
You just told me on live radio we should separate the CEO's personal charity work.
And I said he could rub it in. I didn't say he could lay claim to it. I said he could rub it in and say he did it.
Are you not contradicting yourself,
I'm not. I said he rubbed it in. I didn't say he should he laid claim. I said he could rub it
let's
in and
say let's set the facts straight. The tablets that were given. Is it the CEO as a person's charity initiative or a corporate social responsibility initiative for the company and the brand GMA USA?
It's the CEO of Ghana Music Awards USA's charity work. He definitely can brag that he did it in his position as a CEO and by extension on behalf of the awards.
Does the funding come from the CEO's pocket or comes from the... Yes, several. Yeah, different. Where you? Your name. Does the funding come from the CEO's personal pockets or from the organization?
Me paucho. a group of people. And so I said Don's Music Production, any High Life Media. These are the two people who come together. And I told you, say, Yanya title sponsor. Not just say, free baby suba.
No, I'm talking specifically about the funding for the tablets. That tablets now, you call darling boy.
If I see you on a ton of tablets.
Tablets is a comedy and send me
Then how with tablets.
Oh, meaning how just that you've not been able to tell us why ye brand no and I see you no and I make I was a mu frere ye say mu ba be the hro no mu see a brand no initiative.
That's okay brag with you as one of their leading presenters.
I ask questions. You don't ask me questions.
I'm answering you. So
when Halifax and Addo, are you listening to me?
Yes.
Goes to bail somebody for 10,000 cedis. It is not okay FM that has done that.
So if you excel, okay,
so in my community, no.
Oh, they can't brag with you.
No.
They've given you a seat in their organization.
If I go and win an award, they can brag with it. But if I go to the publisher newspaper and I go and dash somebody money in my personal capacity, what has that got to do with OKFM?
What would they say? Halifax and Sando of what?
They wouldn't even see.
Because maybe that is not what you want them to. Maybe you're specific. But
so
if I
basically,
something, if I even do something wrong, God forbid, my
wrong there,
no, so there's nothing wrong if you
tablets no be.
Well, I don't know what my CEO will decide to do.
You are the country. You are the country rep.
We haven't discussed that, but you should big him up for doing something. How many people do things for bloggers, for people on the streets, and all of that in the music space? I think you should big him up for doing.
We need to understand who is doing that thing before. Hold on.
I said my.
Hold on before we even do the bigging up. When we see you, say I got tablets one same year. No,
because you're making it look like even if and that's not the case. Even if the organization did, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Do I see anything wrong with that? Have I said it is wrong?
No, I'm saying they always say no. We don't see even why. Sorry, we should be dragging it
because you raised it. Say one ko boss say. Marco chair tablet.
Yeah, chair tablet.
Yen baby Samu say why nature.
Chair tablet na. So that's it.
David, you just told me that as a presenter when you enter people you want the facts.
Yeah.
It is a one be country say one chair tablet and come pe Samu say why nature ye. Eye nipa no a eye initiative na company nature.
Me pa ocho nipa na initiative na nature.
Maybe we'll just go round again. And I reminded you that sa dia fi na wo treche ye mu. Because initially Moody assembly to Jano, Mukatre say a organization no see corporate social responsibility.
Me paucho me CEO and a benevolent work. However, he decided to rub it in and say, oh, maybe Ghana no cross CEO no off the Ghana Music Awards USA no.
Well, this is what companies do. Say company koye corporate social responsibility are they factor it into their cost and their accounting books. Echnabi say auditing be because when him say sika we call her and see everyone say such a reputable company no CEO no be using a personal funding anyway it's not the main issue is that on the 17th of April you are releasing the nomination. You have some 36 categories. Do you have a fixed number of nominees per category?
You were 34.
34.
No, fixed number of people who are nominated in each category. It ranges from 5 to 12.
Whoa.
5 and 8 mostly for Ghanaians, no. But the reason why you get 5 to 12 for Americans, no.
I'm also changing
because I'm more filing in. More filing in. And I will share and you
get it.
You leave it at that. You cannot add any to it. If you had 12 people normally in our category, that category is denser, you just would have to leave it like that.
Yes, and I was the last Saturday in 3 Music for Koyo Awards, and it was so beautiful. 3 Music paying for no back on Waha. Rick just getting junior. Ricky. But your brim na bano and onya mren enum specialize. When you interview when you are the other side, it's a different feeling. Well, it's just 17th April. I'm release your nomination list on 36 categories. Each category has between 5 to 12 people. and that is it.
Yeah, Miss G there, okay, board new inti. At least the Juman or Tiasia or me tablet woman or no Juman.
Can you imagine you? Shame.
Tiasia, hopefully, I'm looking forward to a grand event. Tiasia, because I'm excited about opportunities now. You know, it's creating, giving others the opportunity to also fly out and then establish their brands, you know, in the diaspora or in, you know, other markets. And, you know, it's all to grow the brand. It's all to expand the brand. We have Aquaba Ghana Party in the Park. You know, it's a brand that sells Ghanaian music. And for Ghana Music Awards to also begin to position themselves as a brand and also best selling Ghana music, you know. I think it's a good call. We are just hoping that the right things are done, and as well, you know, the international stars. I mean, the Ghanaians abroad now, we also have the opportunity to know more about them and also to get to connect to their music. Because if not for more awards, you know, I wouldn't have known those who are doing well, the kind of songs that they are doing and all of that.
That's true.
Sometimes these projects help for us to discover, you know, new talent and new music. And to know how the nominees or who the nominees will be. I mean, not just the Ghanaians, but so we can tell which artists they are doing well and then how they are doing well. And also because okay, if they mention a particular artist, they be our exit MC, we say we can get into it and know, say, okay, how did he get nominated? And then oh yeah, we learned your songs are popular. See. Can you also help the Ghanaian artists who are here to also get that same, you know, mileage and as a connect now? Me, that is the angle, or that is the focus that, you know, I'm looking forward to.
Ricky, from where you stand, who benefits more? Is it the Ghanaian musicians or the Ghanaian musicians in Ghana or the Ghanaian musicians in the US?
Charlie, the music industry, Misana Mihuno, what I said, based on how everyone wants to approach it. Because you know, it will help me if I'm an artist manager. It will help me to be able to tap into that market. One, okay, how am I able to connect with them or liaise with them to make sure, say, even if I don't win, I'm going to take advantage of that platform to go and market myself. Within the marketing, so no, obviously they are going to run some media campaigns so that on the main night, you know, as an artist manager and as a record label, local record label, no, how do I tap into or take advantage of that? Boy issue na when he won, it was not because but these are some of the avenues we need to identify and take advantage of. This is a big platform, you know, a whole music festival in USA. As an independent artist, you wouldn't have had that opportunity. And okay, what investment am I making? I want you to perform. See. Mean you ska, but this and this are the opportunities and platforms that I'm looking for. Even as media personnel and as presenters and hosts who also wants to fly out, you know, it's an opportunity to take advantage and then connect or plug yourself in to several other, you know, industry players and as several other top music artists that were in terms of who benefits in the Charlie. Once it is an avenue to sell, you know, Ghanaian music, you know, I'm not really looking at who benefits more, because in every department and in every business, one person would benefit more than the other based on senior business. You know, what I say, I can start a business and even the one I'm employing maybe even making more money than I am, but is the platform helping other people to benefit from it? If yes, Charlie, unless I dare not a good Ghana music hoofing and I say a good industry hoofing, then it will be cause for us to complain. But once we realize and see say a good platform there, same way. Finally, question I'll be saying, it's just like Ghana Party in the Park na Mekano. A lot of people were saying that who does it benefit? Ghana party in the park, common artists baho and they perform and maybe they are making more money than the artist or whatever. But mind you, if they decide to end that concert now, it is a big blow to the industry because it is one of the biggest events where Ghanaian artists go to showcase Ghanaian music. And you know, a tricky kakra if we are always looking at it from why not ebe benefit and who less benefit.
But I say, any bremo, just push that to others to his. And that's it.
Yeah.
General.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
You've
Halifax.
listened to our sister.
Okay. Well, let me be honest with you, sir. I was feeling a bit uncomfortable for Miss G.
Oh, why?
We interview, no. Now, because I realized that she's here for a purpose. The purpose is to promote Ghana Music
Awards USA.
Awards USA. Inti ninka inti asiye no ye nyina ebeti ho ase ne promote. But you were going on and she was also going around and I could also feel say she's also feeling uncomfortable in a way. I don't know, but from where I sit. But for a moment I look at my fingers and I'm beside me can say, oh, okay, oh, we of one sir. No asho one sir. Many a times where first and foremost, Mami Mama, so this is a good thing. We will all support it, and we make sure say whatever we can do to push it. Let's do it. I am also part of Ghana Music Awards South Africa, and I know the benefit that artists any free mo.
The last time one for Afghanistan and China.
Halifax.
Yeah.
The artists ni bana opportunities ni omu meet some foreign artists now who said no, it's good. The last time there was this top South African musician, songstress or baby, ni one sem crap the boyfriend bono mane ba CNN. She was at the event. No pese or ne Ghanaians be collaboration.
And
yes.
Top South African female acts. Want to me and Bonnie hit track bia and kind of just any boyfriend there bold
news no because me how big she.
I have a lot of friends. Sebano Daibo. Oh, David. General, who do you call?
Yeah. And you know, you good say obia musician bia then who be say awards with mono. I don't know say if there is a way crampo and betting me open a window be for musicians. I almost one person attend be. What am I say?
Okay. You mean as in nominees or other normal?
Your friends say.
Oh, sure. Say a public event so they can facilitate.
Yes. And you know, please open that window for the artists to also join and.
So for any artist, if you and I want to go and watch, and I can pay my plane tickets, and I have a visa, why can't they facilitate?
Yeah,
so it's
fine. It's good. And you know, media maker say it's good. Halifax, this interview should not end here. Let's continue. We be a ubetimine akwesi abwaji akasa. We will have a
general. This industry, they say we don't help themselves, but it's. I mean, so let me see. Okay, what I mean is that I'm not being specific on the USA, GMA USA, but say, obi everywhere industry way more. Very few of them ones who approach you and say, "Mami publicity." Many of them stays back and ebi musu be poor mo chosa to say three music for you.
Three music for the anyway.
So yes, I take your advice. We'll do this again.
But Miss V, Maka we no. Miss G, Maka we no. I think you should take a lesson from this interview today. That you see, you said I used the F word on you. I don't know in what context I'm using no more. Whoever recorded and sent it to you, and I don't know, but it may be my issue with you. And let me say, she's one person I decide not to have anything to do with her in terms of interview, not as a person, but say interview. No. It took Doreen Avio to convince me anyway. But why ne should make you see say Obi who interview Obia. let's look at the interest of the purpose of the thing, rather than you pushing for trending or diabolic something.
Why do you always think that people have
that
an
is
agenda?
my issue with.
I think that is my
issue
with me.
Because Halifax could have twisted this interview now. Odi promo to events in one.
Questions.
Did
I answer?
No. Wait. Halifax was soft. Halifax was soft.
No,
wait.
Ms. V, what are you here to do?
I'm here to promote.
Focus.
Yeah. Good. Me pacho. My issue say the biano, you always want to put somebody to say something to.
I don't
twist,
push and that is what a gun down their throats.
Interview where, you know,
that's not a thing that you should say.
A new
you sit on shows.
I am ready. It means we more contact details, more social. Make up you so.
Interview with Sadiq. Mister, you had an interview with Sadiq. 1 minute. You had an interview with Sadiq. Socrates was say, and Socrates, Socrates' interest. Sadiq was speaking about women's branch, and I say,
Ricky, can you summarize or I just reduce off your mic?
You took an interest in what the person was saying. You also had a different interest, and I say a different view.
It's the crack saying.
The crack say. I don't see any host, and as you or somebody coming to promote something, and you as a host finding an interest and as a different angle to it and questioning the person. There's nothing wrong with that.
That is a discussion for another day. Miss V, how can we you see what they are doing? Miss G, how can we follow you on social media? What are the handles? I mean the GMA USA.
On Instagram we are at GMA USA. And our Facebook is Ghana Music Awards USA. Those are the handles you can follow.
At
GMA_USA or Instagram. GMA_USA or Instagram. And then on Facebook is Ghana Music Awards USA.
Yeah, type of Facebook pow. And her name is Miss G. She's the country rep for Ghana Music Awards USA. A lady I've admired from afar because of her tenacity and fighting spirit. Sometimes
I remember you sent me a message some time ago. I love you. Thank you so much for the support.
I love you too, Miss G. Councillor Lutros in country would say he also loves you and that he supports you, and that I should tell you that Monday Easter Monday, the Councillor Lutros Foundation is actually going to feed hungry mother and children in Agbogbloshi and other places in Accra. Almost targeted some 20,000 beneficiaries on Bemomwe Dranin so and Timo Mboye Biampese Mufambo Moa. From one councillor near Kasankasa 0277 60 9644 0277 60 9644 na Umfambo the Councillor Lutros Foundation in both USA and Ghana. They are having an Easter Monday feast. Safo into one bag beer. Fakoma Councillor Lutros na we say we should help him to feed hungry women and children. Mimre ayemre ente me copies 104.3 for the media news. I'll be back on Wednesday.